punctual enough for you. Just her choice of restaurant and lecture shows it. Couscous Cafe, rational choice theory. I can't think of a worse combination.
Jamie, you wouldn't know what rational choice theory was if it fell on you.
Not likely it would fall on me, since it's not a thing. It's an interdisciplinary movement that predicts human behavior based on universal principles. But that's not even my point.
Jesus, what else do you read when no one's looking? Did you learn about rational choice theory in 6th grade too?
8th, I think. Same year I was with Ramsey Michelson.
The Nobel Prize-winning economist?
Hello, how many Ramsey Michelsons do you think there are?
Where did you meet him?
At a limelight.
Ramsey Michelson goes clubbing.
He went through a clubbing phase. He was really into that rational choice theory.
I bet he was.
Yeah, it helped convince me, actually.
My head is spinning.
You should have called me last time. I had something important to tell you.
I'm sorry. What was it?
I took a practice test.
We ran out of practice tests last week.
Yes, but Paul Devon had gotten a hold of a bootleg copy of last year's 10 SATs, which had 1982 tests in it, which I'd never taken, and he gave me a pretty good price.
What is wrong with that school of yours? Doesn't anyone borrow anything anymore? Where did you all learn to buy and sell each other like that?
Paul probably learned it from his dad, who's comptroller of the city of New York. She shows him the test.
Jamie, you've checked all of these. You didn't miss a one.
Made good time, too. Clark, if only I'd been a junior in 1982. I'd be so happy. I'd be so smart, and I'd have $12,000.
You still can do it.
Why weren't you there when I wanted to talk to you?
I'm sorry, I'm here now. And it's incredible. Congratulations, you still can do it tomorrow, right?
You sound unsure. You sound nervous.
No, I don't.
Do you realize tomorrow morning I could go in there and screw up my entire life?
No, you couldn't. You could screw up my entire life, but that's a whole other story.
What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
I still have a few hours left to study. Let's focus.
Jamie, what's up? What's wrong with you today?
The SAT is tomorrow. What could be wrong than that?
It's not the SAT. Something is affecting you. And as your tutor, I should warn you to try to resolve any personal problems before the test.
Since it's tomorrow, why don't you focus on problems that might be on the test?
Maybe it's time to relax. You've got a perfect score.
In 1982, it's 1995!
Calm down. What's the square root of 47?
It doesn't have a square root.
That's right. See how prepared you are?
Well, it doesn't have a whole number square root, but I guess the square root would be plus or minus 6.86.
You're messing with me. 6.86 times 6.8647. How did you just do that?
I noticed they had an irregular square root on the test in 1985, so I did them all out the other day and memorized them.
Jamie, will you promise me that after the test is over, you will maintain this enthusiasm for your education?
No. Ask me another question.
Are you sure there isn't something wrong?
I guess there's a reason you're the top tutor in America, Clark. There's something wrong. Happy now?
You want to talk about it?
Definitely not.
If something is upsetting you, it can affect your test performance, and it would help to talk about it. I'm here.
Maybe it wouldn't help to talk about it.
Okay.
It's my dad. I think he's having an affair.
Why?
He called last night and he said he was still in Singapore. He doesn't know I have caller ID. For a guy who works in high technology financing, he can be really out of it. But he's actually in New York, probably at some woman's house.
Clark looks at the caller ID box.
Your father isn't having an affair.
How do you know?
I know that number. It's the number of a private business. I can't tell you where exactly, but I know.
Tell me.
I can promise you your dad was at a place of business.
It's funny, Clark. I used to think the right answer was enough, but someone, was it you, recently taught me that I want more. I want explanations behind the answer.
But...
And now you're unteaching me what I learned, aren't you? You're like the anti-tutor.
You shouldn't have to worry about this. It's something to worry about. You need to rest tonight.
Rest? Do you have any idea how stressed out I am? I have to know. If you don't tell me, I'm calling the number now.
She gets up and picks up the cordless phone.
All right. Sit down.
Jamie sits, still holding the phone.
So what's this about, Clark? What's this business?
It's the number of a private club, a betting parlor, a place where people usually play cards for money. Your father plays cards there, usually on Thursdays, sometimes all night.
My father's a gambler?
betting system used by professional gamblers.
You're a professional gambler?
I was. I retired.
Retired, you mean you lost?
I won for a time, a long time, but I'd play all night and miss a day. So I went to Gamblers Anonymous. That's where I met Margaret.
Margaret's a gambler too?
No, just an alcoholic. But part of the 12-step philosophy is that you can attend each other's meetings.
And find more addictions.
Yeah, when we met, we became sort of addicted to each other.
Ew, gross.
When we moved in together, I started gambling again. She started drinking again and stopped going to AA. I made her go back, you know the rest. After she moved out, I started playing new games against guys I saw beating my house, against her dad.
So you owe him money. That's why you took the job.
I took the job because I believed in you.
BS. You didn't even know me.
But I know your dad, and I think your genius could run in the family.
You think I'm a genius?
I think you may have genius in you.
People don't talk to me like this. They don't talk to me about genius. They talk to me about meal problems.
They don't know you.
How does it work? Card counting.
That's not important.
You are upsetting me the night before the test. I want to know what it is. How does it work?
You just don't keep track of cards as you go along. You calculate how many cards of each category have been played, get a sense of the whole deck. A casino might use up to 7 or 8 decks of cards, so it can take a long time. But you keep counting to increase the odds of busting the house more of the time.
Show me. I want to understand where my father goes on Thursdays. Can you show me?
Could I show you? Of course not. No, this is not what I teach.
I know it isn't, but...
Teaching is how I overcome this, so I can't teach you this.
It would just be so I can understand. It wouldn't be for money.
It doesn't matter what it's for. It's the rush, the high.
We wouldn't be gambling, just playing cards, just for a little bit.
I'm sorry,
Remember, you once asked me what I love? I think I know. I think it's playing. I never really get to play. Please, I'm so nervous. I think it would help.
Okay. But only a few hands. You need to sleep.
He deals the cards. 4 weeks later, Jamie is holding an envelope that has a plastic window. Clark can see it is a letter from the Educational Testing Services. The envelope is sealed.
You haven't opened it yet?
No. When you said I could screw up your entire life in one morning, what did you mean?
I told you I was kidding.
Now tell me the truth. I want to know what you've been protecting me from.
Why do you think I've been protecting you?
I know you.
I just didn't want you to feel any more pressure than was already on you while you were studying. Do you understand?
So?
So, your father is not the only person I owe money to.
I knew you were in trouble. So that's why you accepted this deal.
Yes, I made a mistake, borrowed money from the wrong people. This deal looked like the only way to get out of the trouble in time. It's fine. If it doesn't work out, I'll just have to leave town. It's okay. Are you ready to open it?
I can't.
Do you want me to open it?
That would be so great.
She hands the envelope to Clark. He opens it.
Wow, congratulations.
Did I do okay?
Better than okay.
Better than okay doesn't sound perfect. It has to be perfect.
It doesn't have to be anything.
She tears the score out of his hand.
1590? Clark, I got a freaking 1590!
It's incredible.